OBS had crashed. Yeah, something needed to happen. Let's see.
I took care of the zoning.
It's for real then? You came through? My lawyer just called a minute ago. I thought he was kidding.
Now what about the compensation?
Oh, sure. I might end up being the first Queequeg's manager ever to do business inside a WTO enclave. That's worth something. Here you go.
Thanks. Good luck with the new branch.
Yep.
You bumped me! Back off!
Sure.
landing pad is off limits.
Yeah.
Unless Sid Black sent you to pay his debt, or you want to bring me his head, you'd better let one of my security guards escort you out.
What do I get if I bring you his head?
That was a joke. I already have his jet. I don't have any use for a half-pound of his flesh. Did you have some business to discuss? I need a pilot, but until Sid settles his debt, I can't let him handle product for the Omar.
Wish I could help.
I don't like it when people stare.
Are you going to pay Loverboy's fine or what?
Why not make him work it off?
He was working it off, then he lost a whole shipment of biocells to a WTO patrol.
Wish I could help.
I'm under strict orders not to put up with this sort of thing.
Go on about your business.
I'm thinking about putting them all out of misery they are in. Nah. I'm trying not to kill.
Now what?
Hey, I'm the authority here.
Security around here is falling apart. Burn. Some kind of poison. I felt that one.
Don't need to worry about that. That's strange. Security must have caught whoever was poking around.
believe it. Ah. Maybe that.
Someone's about to get juiced.
Those were more bullets than I wanted to use, but it happens. Hey, let's go get us some credits.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots that clean.
Yeah.
No active weapons in the Greasel pit. First, I gotta transmit the safety lock codes to freeze anything you're carrying. Then I let you in. Otherwise, take a hike.
Go ahead. Send the code.
Thanks. There's sensors that will reactivate everything on your way out. You're clear to go in now.
Good.
But what about the apartment?
I already picked up my gear.
Your gear? You're leaving? Sid, you made me get this big place. Do you know how high my rent is?
Come on, I'll be back. You know this is home to me, Cindy.
Sandy.
Sandy, right. But a captain's got to sail if he wants to keep his ship. Well, well. An Enclave kid comes down to cruise the slums on Daddy's credit line. First time at sea level?
My parents are dead. They were in Chicago at the time of the attack.
Oh, sorry, mate. Just talking chuff, no offense.
Sure.
Sid Black. Call me Sid. Best jet jockey in the Northern Hemisphere. So, you're on your own? If you need a lift, I'm game. All you gotta do is bail out my jet and give me a little something for my trouble.
Who has your jet?
Sophia Sack, crime boss of the port. Holds court in the Heron's Loft building on the other side of town past the Order Church. Took my jet because she said I came up short on a shipment, but she's a lying thief. Everyone knows Sid's never lost a load.
How much do you charge your passengers?
The going rate. But I'm up the Swanee until I get those mercs away from my jet. Maybe you could arrange an accident, know what I mean? Eliminate Sack and her 2-bit security force. You look like the type.
Maybe put them to
Sorry,
sleep.
old boy. Can't do much till I get my wings back.
Yes, I'm upset. Leave me alone.
Another lucky night.
A new face. Interesting. Introduce yourself.
Is this a prank call or something? Funny way to meet people.
I search every place I can. You're very close, but not quite the one I'm looking for.
Close to what?
You look modified.
So?
I need help. I'm a helicopter pilot. They're holding me captive, along with my chopper, at the WTO terminal in Upper Seattle.
Right, I heard about your helicopter. How'd you get this call past WTO security?
I've tapped into the terminal's local network. The passcode to the hangar holding my vehicle is 00485. Get me out of here, and I'll fly you anywhere you want, free of charge.
I've risked my neck for less. I'll think about it.
Okay, let's see. Not now.
Ow, are you drunk or what?
Okay, that's enough.
Seventeen more tools. Okay, put on the safe.
The bookie's at the south door.
Mean sons of bitches, that's for sure. Looking for a sure thing? She's right under the grate there. Check out the scales on that girl. That's Green Dragon, a new gob fresh from the sewer. Mean as nails.
She been in many fights?
A greasel don't grow up wild and not get in fights. I said this gob is fresh, understand? Been hunting scab winos for years.
I'll take your word for it.
Hey Jack, listen up. Want to script some real cash? You look like the mercenary type.
Depends on what you mean by script.
Final match is 4-to-1 odds. Buy-in begins right after this fight, after which the odds stand, even if something happens to one trainer's lineup.
You want me to kill someone's greasel?
Shh! I'm talking about the champ Godzilla. Follow me? She's still at Tina's pad in the Heron's Loft building near the Inclinator, apartment 22. I'll give you a bounty if that gob dies. Plus you get to make bank on the 4-to-1 situation. Cool?
I already cooked that gob.
Serious?
Serious. Godzilla's history. You've got a good shot at the title.
That's what I wanted to hear. Here's the payoff. It's all I got. You want more? Bet on Snake Eyes in the World Championship.
See. Yeah.
Dumbest nickname I ever heard.
So
Batch 7. Gobs are in the chute. Buy-in is the house minimum. Odds are 1 to 1.
You really have cockfights with transgenics down here?
Hey, better watch the Phoebe speak around the pit, or these scabs, not me of course, but these other scabs might take advantage. Know what I'm saying?
Sorry. So how do I know which transgenic to bet on? They all look the same to me.
You work in a lab or something?
Something like that.
Well, we fight gobs down here. Green gobs, brown gobs, baby-stealing, sewer-slinking, good-eating gobs. Follow me? Right now, it's Green Dragon in the North Chute, Shutterbug in the South. Walk around, check the fighters, and let me know where you want to put your money.
Let me think about it.
Make it quick. Gobzilla's on deck.
That shutterbug under the floor raised her from a little pup.
What's it gonna be?
My money's on Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon. I put my money on sewer gobs every time. They're meaner. How much you want to bet?
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle Dandy?
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit. Your gob's dropping into the fire.
Rip him shreds!
Then let's see.
That's more like it. That's got a sting. I want to see some guts. Come on. That's got a sting.
Tough luck, D. The pit appreciates the business, though.
Thanks.
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Gobzilla. It's gonna be Gobzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4 to 1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
Let's load. Those are tough RNGs.
What's it gonna be?
My money's on Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon. I put my...
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Seattle.
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit.
Rip him shreds. That's more like it. That's got a sting. I want to see some guts. Come on. I want to see some guts. Come on.
Not again. Okay. Now we bet. Now I will bet on Shutterbug. I hate it if the RNG is against one.
Put me down for Shutterbug.
Shutterbug's a cage-fed house cat, in my opinion. How should be given her odds?
Here you go. Name's Alex D.
D for Upper Sea.
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the pit.
Picky move, Bug. That's it.
Rip him shreds. That's more like it. That's got a sting.
RNG against me. I wonder how much I need to reload today.
What's it gonna be?
My money's on Green Dragon.
Yeah, Green Dragon. I put my
Here you go. Name's Alex.
D for upper.
D for don't ask.
Well, better get your buns over to the...
Make your move, Bug. That's it.
Rip him shreds. That's more like it. That's got a sting.
That was a nice Angie.
A man can pick his gobs.
I won. I think you owe me some money.
Save the attitude, D. The pit pays. Here you go. Double your money. House takes 10%.
Thanks.
Come back later tonight. Tina's bringing in the champ, Gobzilla. It's gonna be Gobzilla versus Snake Eyes, 4-to-1 odds. Bet on Snake Eyes, you might just quadruple your money.
Thanks for the tip.
So.
It'll take us a while to get cleaned up for the next match. Pit's downstairs.
Leo. I know something over here.
Leo,
Chicago, you made it out.
what are you doing down here? Signing up with the Order Church like Billy?
Terrorists.
The WTO? Chief Morgan seems pretty intent on recruiting us.
Leeches. They want a monopoly on everything, including security agents.
Then what are you gonna do?
You need work, you go to the pit. This is what I did. I found work. Mercenary, black market. In a few hours, they sent me to Egypt.
I thought you wanted to be a corporate heavy.
I've been thinking about this. I don't want to be a lab monkey or be in anybody's army. I don't want to be a piece of meat they fight over. Corporate heavy, maybe. But right now, I work for myself.
Some good argument.
Why Egypt?
I'm working for the Omar, you know, the cyborgs. They're a global operation these days.
What are they paying you?
I'm protection to help them open shop in Scabland Medina near New Cairo. 2,000 per week, plus mods.
Not bad. What kind of mods?
Anything I want. Anything. The best mods are black market, attack drones, bot domination. This will add value when I go back to the corporate market.
Well, good luck out there.
Also, my Omar contact says they have stuff that goes way beyond biomods. Luck will not be a factor for me.
I've learned some things about the
Looks
experiments
nice.
they were doing on us.
Yeah?
Tarsus is a front for something called Apostle Core. They gave us an experimental biomod architecture, one that can supposedly reconfigure anybody's DNA to accept nanite infusions.
Well, as long as it works.
That's what the Order and WTO are fighting over. Universal biomodification.
Universal? Are you sure? That would screw up the market pretty bad. Why would Tarsus want to undercut their own product?
I told you, Tarsus is a front. No one's quite sure what Apostle Core is after.
Funny
Something
way to
else?
end up a free agent.
Nope. Nothing else.
But I talked to Mr. Paladin, one-on-one. He laid it all out, straight up.
Uh-huh.
Templars stand for something, you know. It's ancient, it's philosophy, and it scripts the paps off all that Her Holiness love and meditate and mumble to yourself.
These guys are mercenaries. They pitch whatever creed their boss tells them to.
Just haven't ever really studied the Knights Templar. They have the same basic ideas as the Order Church, but they believe it, they fight for it, and they don't rip off a bunch of other religions.
Her Holiness wants to bring everyone together. It's called Koinonia.
The poster, she looks really nice.
Yeah, Koinonia. I think it's Greek.
You seekers are just little parrots. Cheep, cheep, cheep. Repeating a new batch of words every week. There's a new sheriff in town, in case you want to know.
I am studying Akalot, the mental factor for inebriation.
I think...
You're ready to leave, just head out, and the sensors will automatically reactivate every...
Okay, we need... I need to go in the time, a bit later.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. He cleans the bots.
Okay, what do we... Okay, but now, not now either.
To clean the floors up there. How would he get to work without the inclinator?
Yeah. I will go with the free flight. But for that to happen, I think there might be a few bots.
We've had 3 nightclubs, I guess.
Good work at the Emerald Suites. What we need you to do now is check out the Mako facility north of town. We know they've been doing illegal weapons research and that your former trainer, Dr. Nassif, has contacts there. You'll need to hire a pilot and leave at once.
You don't have any extra pilots?
The Chicago disaster is occupying every available craft. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot at the Greasel Pit Bar in Lower Seattle. I don't care who flies you in, just get there. Mako is developing a new firearm called the Magrail. In addition to finding Nassif, the WTO needs an agent who can get us the Magrail schematic. I hope that will be you, Alex.
Guess I better check out the Greasel Pit.
The WTO is fighting an invisible war against several formidable enemies. Give us your loyalty, Alex. We need it.
Come back and tell me what you find.
Air terminal security policies. Please refer to section 407.23 of your field manual.
Whatever are you doing?
And another 600, so...
This time I'm getting paid.
Got... Yeah.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny did. Police deposit.
Shall we conduct business?
Give me the energy cells.
The payment first, please.
Eight energy cells now. into the church.
It's not too late. Just because you took one assignment for the WTO doesn't mean that the Order won't accept you. Talk to Lin May. The Order needs your help and has its own interests in the Mako facility.
My alliances are my own concern, but yes, I'm heading to Mako next.
Be careful whom you trust. Only the Order can help you retain your individuality and find spiritual balance. All others are suspect.
Is the WTO really that bad? The Enclaves are safe and prosperous. It seems like a solid foundation for the future.
The WTO, Tarsus, or any other corporate entity seeks only to exploit you. As far as Tarsus is concerned, we're experiments, not people. Just walking petri dishes. You know we're worth more than that.
I'll keep all of that in mind.
May Her Holiness watch over you.
You owe this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a Fard-B Al-Kafaya of collective duty. You are bound to search and bring the search to others, so that all may reach deeper understandings and peace. You must strive with your meditations. Alex D. of Tarsus Academy, you are alive.
You always speak the truth, Your Holiness.
Have faith. The Order Church condemns the illegal biomodification experiments performed on you and the other trainees.
Biomods are part of the training. We knew what they do to our tissues.
Your biomod architecture is no piezochem clone. The trainee's DNA has been completely rewritten. We are certain the one called Leo would have been ineligible for biomodification without extensive gene replacement.
Sounds like typical R&D, an innovation that would expand the biomod market.
The technology's uses exceed what you might expect. It could standardize the human organism, make all ability and talent into software modules, radically disrupt the social order.
You think there's a political agenda behind my biomods?
Yes, we have rescued you so that you can help us identify and defeat your creators. Please listen to my High Augur, Lin Mei Chen. She will contact you at the holocom in the other room. Unlocking your cyber can also help you achieve greater order. As the Muslims before you who revere this attribute, you must be steadfast and you must be patient. Sometimes the search will be difficult.
Biological restoration in progress. Tissue viability restored.
Thank you.
Seekers, you must activate your Kundalini, or your spiritual energy. As you purify your spirit in your search for true order, it will ascend from one spiritual center, or chakra, in your bodies to another. As it reaches your higher chakras...
Okay, who we have
I'm here. You said you had more to say about the raid on Tarsus. What went wrong?
We're still investigating. I haven't heard from Captain Lamar since he disobeyed my orders.
Why should I join a group which is at war with itself?
Unifying the world's religions is a difficult enterprise. What we must do, and I ask your help in this, is determine what happened to Captain Lamar so that we can assess the operation. Just as you arrived, I got a report that he had abandoned his unit. Incidentally, my agents have been following your activities in Upper Seattle. We will talk about Mako Ballistics when you return.
One of your own captains? AWOL?
He was seen with a gang of local thugs linked to the Knights Templar. He did a little moonlighting after the Tarsus raid by coordinating a prison break.
Busy man.
He's pinned down in the Inclinator right now, negotiating with the authorities for safe passage out of Seattle. I want you to infiltrate the facility and learn what you can about this betrayal. Then perhaps we'll be closer to understanding his actions at Tarsus Academy.
What's the connection to the Knights Templar?
Unclear. One of their commanders was facing trial, and I guess Templar extremism appealed to some of our seekers. The church seems to be losing ground in disadvantaged neighborhoods, where the poor are quick to join any cause that makes them feel powerful.
Nope.
My seekers, you must activate your Kundalini, or your spiritual energy. As you purify your spirit in your search for true order, it will ascend from one spiritual center or chakra in your bodies to another.
You seek solace from your everyday troubles.
WTO Chairman Dumier is irredeemable. He has led too many down the path of greed and disorder.
In time, we will open their eyes.
We are so fortunate that Her Holiness found us before Dumier could invade our spirits with such ruthless and selfish competition.
Each of them knows in his or her heart that something is still missing. True order, and soon they will begin to seek it, and we will be there to help them.
Yes, we will share with them the compassion and peace Her Holiness has shown us.
Welcome to the Order Sanctuary for this city, Alex D. We've been expecting you.
Wasn't exactly easy getting here.
We appreciate your dedication.
I did what I had to.
Please step inside. Join us for meditation. Her Holiness awaits your presence. Welcome, my friend.
This is our haven from the madness and greed the WTO tries to spread.
So, back to the Inclinator.
Greetings.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny. Cleans the bot.
I need something to drink. Okay.
Something ain't right.
I've got a poison! Getting ugly!
Do something, yo!
No!
We better move on this. some kind of poison. Getting burned. Some kind.
fugitive appear to be having some sort of conference.
Turn it into a real fight!
Find out what this is all about.
Kind of poison! No! Okay, okay!
Neurotoxin! Right for the sake of purity. I've still got some fighting.
Maybe Her Holiness can burn in hell. Human purity used to be her motto. Now she waters it down for Enclave types who don't belong in the church to begin with.
Let go of the church. You are a Templar paladin now.
I'm grateful for your forbearance after I failed to kill the test subjects and Dr. Nassif.
What you discovered could be more important. We now know that we face a network of scientists called Apostle Corps. It's hard to believe that they have agents inside the weapons lab.
Probably sleepers. Your MagRail contract is secure.
Still, I'm worried. We need to uproot this Apostle Corps before they compromise our modernization. I heard that the Grand Master will be ready to act within 2 months, but our army will need to be a match for all other armies combined.
Okay.
Gotta get promoted out of this stuff.
Everything's
I'm ready for you. Caution! It'll take more than that.
Good work. That gives us a good starting point for unraveling the conspiracy. Please return to the church for your next assignment. I would like to know what Mako Ballistics has to do with the Templars, and with your own Dr. Nassif.
Repairing damage. Functionality restored.
Okay.
They'll always need us for their dirty work. Like my brother Danny, who cleans the bots that clean the floors. How he gets work done.
EMP Commando.
You owe this search for true order, not only to yourself, but also to your fellow humans. There is a 5B Al-Kafaya of collective duty. You are bound to search and...
So, some of your people have been recruited by the Templars.
Yes, and one of our best captains, too. The Templars appear to be assembling an army of mercenaries, and maybe those stories about Parisian gold are true. They seem to have very deep pockets.
What's the connection to Mako?
Those scientists at Tarsus Academy are part of an obscure group called Apostle Corps. They have a cell at Mako, which would concern the Templars because Mako is their main supplier of weapons.
Maybe that's where Dr. Nassif is hiding out.
Exactly. Your underlying mission will be to locate her. If perfected, the biomod architecture she gave you, being adaptable to any host, could bring biomodification to everyone and unbalance the very concept of the human being. But we have an additional favor to ask.
Go on.
The Templars have commissioned a new grade of firearm from Mako, the Mag Rail. The Order very much opposes the creation of any new weapons. Your other objective will be to locate the scientist in charge and kill him.
Won't Mako just hand the project to another scientist?
An assassination will send a message and cost the firm money. We want you to hire a pilot in Lower Seattle and get moving as soon as possible.
You can't get me a ride?
The Order is spiritually rich, but that doesn't buy many private jets. Go to the Greasel Pit Bar. You shouldn't have any trouble finding a pilot there.
I know which pilot I will use.
You must strive with your meditations to become a Pandita. Our Hindu brothers originated this goal.